So students generally, some of them, they don't like to.
Phil.
Okay, we are going live on YouTube right now. Okay, let me try to go live on Facebook as well. Okay, I'm about to.
I'm ready when you're ready.
Let me launch the Facebook one. We're already live on YouTube, but yeah, I want to make sure I'm live on Facebook with some people. Facebook is more accessible for them. We got to make sure that we are live on both platforms.
Okay. Facebook and
YouTube.
Before
I say,
what about John C. and Doris repeating?
Yeah, I'll be playing for everybody.
Okay.
Those attending this class online and those attending.
How many do we have online? Yeah, do we have a lot online?
We may have a lot. I'm gonna be sharing the link in a few minutes.
Okay.
They'll tell us a lot.
I'm ready. I think Mr. Johnson is ready too. Mr. Johnson has on his glasses. I mean, he's ready.
Yeah.
They're
They're not going to be appeared. You don't want to be seen, right? You don't want people to see you. They will not see you. They will see the board and the teacher,
right.
But they may hear your voice. It's not a problem, right?
Okay, today's class is going to be basically on verbs, right?
No. The first 15 minutes, verbs.
Okay.
The next minutes, we talk about the alphabet, names,
okay.
Profession, occupation. First,
you'll give me the
self-introduction. Yeah, self-introduction.
You give me the cue and I'll follow.
Yeah, self-introduction.
I got you.
The past week we talked about names, so we could continue talking about names, profession, marital status, some other.
Okay, you let me know what the subject matter is, and we'll.
Yeah, self-introduction. You know what it feels like.
Oh,
Talk about self-introduction.
What's the problem? Is it the net?
No, that is good. But you got to take the time to write this subject. Okay. We're trying to launch the camera.
I thought I saw myself on the screen a while ago.
I'm refreshing. Right?
Oh, you're going live on Facebook?
Yeah. Okay. Wow. Okay, good morning, everybody.
Good morning. Good morning.
A pleasure to be here with you again, but this morning I'm not going to be the teacher. I'm just the technician. All right? I'm watching this for you. We have a lot on my plate today, lots of going on. I'm glad we're live on Facebook as well as on YouTube, and the students that can show up, I'm glad that they are here physically, right? We have some students around us face to face, but you're not gonna have to see them. The students, some of them very often they don't want to be seen on the internet. but you'll hear the voice. So those listening to us from the States, in other countries in the world, or other parts of the country, beside Delma, you can interact with us. You attending this class, you're taking note while you're home, you're running to the comfort of your home. You can also interact. Like we have a Stagel. This Stagel is going to be interacting from Bahamas. And I know Chrisnet. Chrisnet, I know you love English. The other day you took part in class. And this morning again, you're going to be taking part in class. This is great. So we'll be able to hear their voice and they'll be able to hear our voice as well. So we share opinions with one another. This is wonderful. The teacher today is Mr. Loa. Okay, Wagner Loa. People like to say, what? Is that a stage name, a pet name, or? I don't know.
It's just a name that people like using.
All right.
When referring to me, they like using. This is quicker.
Yeah, this is great. The first 15 minutes, you take a little time to look at your list of verbs and repeat. Okay, you repeat after. And Mr. Lower can step anytime just to share some examples about the verbs that are being repeated.
Right.
For you. You can start anytime. And then you can pause. You can pause, spend a little time telling you the definitions for the verb that you are repeating, because some verbs, they sound very strange to you, or it's your first time hearing them, right?
Right.
So let's go. Please repeat. Repeat. Do not neglect. You got to repeat. Everybody say this. Let's say the French part. English.
To
Awake.
I awoke.
I awoke.
I have awoken.
I have awoken.
Survenir.
To arrive.
To arise.
I arose.
I arose. I have arisen.
Supporter.
To bear.
Bear.
I bore. I have borne.
I have borne.
Se réveiller.
To awake.
To awake.
I awoke.
I arose.
I have awoken.
I have arisen.
Battre.
To beat.
To beat.
I beat.
I beat.
I have beaten.
I have beaten. Don't forget to subscribe
Supporter.
and follow us on Facebook. Subscribe on YouTube.
To bear.
To bear.
I bore.
I bore.
I have borne.
I have borne. They repeat the verb several times because we learn by repeating words. You know,
To become.
to become.
I became.
I became.
I have become.
I have become.
Battre.
To beat.
I beat.
I beat.
I have beaten.
I have beaten.
Commencer.
To begin.
To begin.
I began.
I began.
I have begun.
I have begun.
Devenir.
To become.
To become.
I became.
I became.
I have become.
I have become.
To bend.
Bend.
I bent.
I bent.
I have bent.
I have bent.
To begin.
To
I began.
I began.
I have begun.
I have begun.
Hey, what's up?
Yes, yeah, you have to take time to repeat. You have to take time to repeat those verbs. The teacher today is my colleague, Mr. Lauren. I'm here. I'll be interacting. I'll be sharing some very important stuff with you from time to time. But most of the minutes are with him, Mr. Lauren. He is here. Please take it to repeat from to come follow me home. That's his stagiaire is in Bahamas. He's taking this class with us. And I think Christian is going to be joining us in a few minutes. Some people are already watching us on Facebook and YouTube. All right, take the time to repeat, please. Past tense, present, past participle. And
It's Mr. Over. So I still lie in the board, so I can't see.
yeah, I know. I've not fixed that problem yet, but don't worry about it. The tech we call technician, it's promised to be here in a few minutes just to put the lights on the ceiling, and the board is going to be clear to everybody, right? Be able to see everything a lot better than compared to how it is for now. Don't worry about it. Please, the first 15 minutes are for you to repeat the verbs because you got to know the past tense and present. You don't have to say go if you talk about the past. You can say eat if you talk about the past. You should know go, went. You should know eat, ate. Mr. Lauren is going to give you some explanation about those verbs. Okay, you can pause anytime. You may pause anytime just to. Please repeat. Okay, all right. Let me play it again. That's it. I have to start it from the very beginning. What do you think?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay. All right.
Se réveiller.
To awake.
So over.
I awoke.
I awoke.
I have awoken.
I have or.
Okay. To awake.
S'élever. Survenir.
I was gonna say
To arise.
To arise.
I arose.
What's this?
I have arisen.
Supporter.
There.
I bore.
I bore.
I have borne.
Se réveiller.
To awake. I awoke.
I awoke.
I have awoken. To beat.
To sleep.
I beat. I have beaten.
Anytime you have to explain, you can just click on pause. You know, pause.
Supporter.
And you play on, click on it
To
again.
bear. I bore.
Pause.
I have borne.
Yeah. You want to explain something?
Devenir.
To become.
To become.
I became. I have become.
Vivacity, articulation, focus.
okay, let's continue.
That.
I'm going to share so that more people can join.
To beat. I beat. I have beaten.
To be is the right. To be, not to be happy. To beat is beat.
Very
Actually, it's not to be like the verb to be. I am, you are, it is. No, it's not verb.
They use those things to for teams when they read as well, right?
Right,
They
exactly.
say Brazil
Beat this team.
This team, Argentina.
You know, the verb. It's a verb. Different ways. Example, like Teacher George is saying, you use the word beat also to say this team. If two there's a game on and a team beats the team, let's say the score, one team scores more than the other team, then the team that has more the score is higher beat the team. Let's go example. If Brazil plays against which other team, and Brazil has like four goals and the other team has 2 goals, so naturally you'll see that Brazil beats the other team 4-2. You see 4-2. That's one way to use the word the verb beat. Another way to use the verb beat is to say to catch a beating. You know, there's this expression where people say, well, to catch a beating or to catch a whooping. To catch a beating, it could be physical or it could be in a contest. Let's say a spelling contest. Spelling contest where whoever, some people spell better spell better than than another person. So that person beat the other person at the competition. The person who plays better than the other person in a competition beat that person. So that's one way to use to beat. But another way to use to beat is to say physically. Excuse me. We're not getting violent here, but I'm sorry. We're gonna say. I didn't catch that.
I'm listening.
Exactly.
You have to try to build sentences for with that.
Yeah, I was trying to explain the diverse ways that you can use the word beat. Beat as in score higher than the other person's score or the other team's score. That's one way to use it. You use it in a competition. To reiterate, you use beat in a competition. The person that outplays the other person or the other team beats the other team. But the last way that I was trying to explain that you could use beat is to say physically. Example, in a boxing match, Mike Tyson, well, he doesn't box anymore, but when you used to see Mike Tyson, when Mike Tyson fought Holyfield, one of the last fights they had together. And some people say Holyfield won or beat Mike Tyson. Another person says, well, Mike Tyson beat Holyfield. So those are the different ways that you could use the word beat. What about taking a second? We could take a second to build, let's say, one sentence. If you could just think of a team recently, a soccer team, whatever, basketball team that had victory over another team, you could say that team beat the team with the less score. Could you think of a team that recently? Could you think of one team that beat another team at a competition, at a game? Could we form a sentence with that? Anybody?
I try to build sentences, try to make sentences.
Okay.
Everybody, with the expression of the verb.
Me, I like it better that we interact because you could write, all day, but life doesn't give you time, enough time to study these things. So me, I'm more into conversating, my students. I like, I speak to you, you speak to me, we make mistakes, we correct them together, and we continue. That's how I like working. Because I realized I could give you a whole lot of notes, and the pressures of life, doesn't give you the time. Allow you the time for you to study these things and put them into practice. So I prefer the way interact. Let's move on to another word or another verb. Okay, so we can see if we can do more out of what we do. Are you ready, my guy from Bahamas?
It's stagiaire.
Stagiaire, Mr. Stagiaire. Are you there? Okay, no sound. Let's go.
Yeah, we're there.
Commencer.
Begin.
To begin.
Begin.
I began.
I began.
I have begun.
I have begun.
Everybody okay with that? To
I
begin?
have to come.
What is that?
I have to come. That's what I hear. I have to come. That's right.
That's what you hear?
That's it.
No.
Yeah, that's what I hear. I have to come.
No. It was to begin. To begin. B-E-G-I-N. To begin.
Start something.
Yeah. To begin means to start something.
Oh, you.
That's where we are at. To begin. Mr. Stagiaire?
Oh, that's what you want to do.
Exactly.
Yes, sir.
Exactly. Now we are to begin. I began. To begin is the infinitive of the word. You use to begin to say to start something anew. When you start something anew, to say that it wasn't happening before, and now you start this activity or this action. To begin. I began. Say the past form. B-E-G-A-N. Began. Most times people here begin, they somewhat misunderstand begin to say the verb itself in its original form, and to say I began, to say something has started in the past. You know, to say be, because the infinitive verb is egin, but to say I began is the past form, and it's what is called an irregular verb also. That find the past form began, and you'll find the past participle form begun. I've begun. You see? Hello.
I'm okay. I'm okay.
Okay. Am I not going too quickly for you? I'm not going.
Forget the people, they have to try to build sentences.
Exactly, Mr. Stajid. Okay. Why don't you give me a sentence using the past form or the past participle form. While our students in class actually, they will try to build a sentence. Mr. Jamzi, what about you? Anything, use the past form or the past participle form. Mr. Stajid, could you? Well, the one sentence would be okay.
Yeah. Oh, so you want me to stop there, right?
Oh, please, anything
Do you want me?
using the past form or the past participle form. Anything, give me anything using them, and believe me, mistakes is natural, you know, of course, language course like this. So don't be afraid to make mistakes, and we'll go ahead and correct them together. People in New York right now, they speak English and they make mistakes. What about me? Come on, let's go. Anybody, somebody give me a sentence.
Yeah.
Mr. Stajal, give me
Yeah,
anything.
that's like I tell you, you can't hear me?
Of course I can. Speak to me.
Are you okay? That's like I can say I began the class from last week.
That's not bad. You don't have to use from. I began the class last week.
Yeah, the class with top-notch
Okay.
teachers.
Okay, with top-notch teachers. That's not bad. But this began. I began the class last week with top-notch teachers. How would you spell this begin that you just used?
Yeah.
How would you spell that? Would you spell it BEGIN or BEGAN? I'm just asking. Mr. Sajel?
A-N.
Very good, because it's the past.
A-N.
Congratulations.
Now those people.
Okay, we have our
John
guest, Mr. Janzi, is about to
My
participate.
classmate.
Yeah,
John Z.
your classmate John Z
You
wants
can
to
see
say
him,
something.
you can see him, but you will hear his voice. He speaks
Exactly.
loud.
Mr. John Z, let's go. Give it what you have. Whatever you have.
The sentence with the verb.
Yeah,
I began my first lesson yesterday.
I began.
Yeah. How do you spell that begin that you used?
Began BEJAN.
You use J or G? I'm checking. Okay, Mr. John Z, you did great. What about you, Mr. Lewis? Get a sentence using begin for me quickly. Anything using the past form. Mr. Lewis. We'll try to get Mr. Lewis on if he can follow on. Mr. Lewis, you want to try another verb? Let's try a different verb, right? Okay, Mr. Sajjan, we'll try a different verb.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, we
Devenir.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
Repeat.
Yes.
I would like the correct pronunciation.
Which word?
Began.
Spell which.
BEGIN.
Okay. Just give me a second, Mr. Sajjan, you listening? You there with us?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Okay, good. You know, people, Haitian people, I noticed that in Haiti, people often mistaken J for G, G for J. It's a very common error. I want you to feel bad, don't feel weird. We used to say go. Okay, when you think of G to pronounce the letter G, well, you think of the word go, think of the word get, think of words like going, you know, that's the letter G. But when you think of Jesus, you think of the letter J. Think of Jesus when you think of the letter J that begins the word Jesus. And think of the words go, the words get. Okay, are we okay, Mr. Sajal? Are we okay? Mr. Janzi?
And when you say began, Beijin, and began,
Okay, Mr. Sajal, did you copy that? Began. Mr. Janzi, our classmate, your classmate wants to know. He wants to know the right way to pronounce Begin and Began. Are you there, Mr. Sajal? I wanted to reply.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Sajal. I wanted to reply to Mr. Johnson's question. Begin, the infinitive of the word, began, they're actually pronounced the same way. You see, begin, except in the structure, how you structure the sentence, to say begin GIN and begin GAN, BEGAN, is in the structure of the sentence. For example, he likes to begin early. Okay, to say someone likes to begin early, Mr. Stajel, Mr. John, Mr. Doris, the rest of the class, that basically is not talking. It's clearly not talking about the past. Okay, he likes to begin. Okay, let's talk about a workout. Sports workout. Person like me, I do a little workout. I work out early. I like to begin my workouts early because it's clear, the air is clean.
you work out, you exercise.
Yeah, work out, exactly. To work out, to say exercise. Some people likes to be, okay, and in the structure of what I'm saying, a person likes to basis, person acts this way or that way. This is basically not the past. So I'm not throwing this began is not addressing anything that has to do with the past. So this begin cannot be GAN. It has to be GIN. Mr. Stagel. And to say that, I began teaching in Haiti. I began teaching in Haiti, the rest of the class, to be 2022, and to say, well, I began teaching in Haiti in 2005. This is basically the past. It's clearly the past. To say 2005, and now we're in 2022, the present. Me, this clearly says it's the past. It has to be, if it's the past, it has to be GAN. But you say begin, you don't say begin. No, you say begin for to say, well, this began with GAN to say, well, this activity or this action happens in the past. Mr. Sajel, are we okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Let's continue with something else because we want to get.
You started to talk.
Do you want me to slow it? Should I slow it down for you, Mr. Sajel?
Yeah.
I will.
Yeah, so go slow down because anytime you talk it, so we have a copy.
I agree. I apologize.
That's part.
I will begin on you. Okay. I will slow it down for you, Mr. Stagel, and the rest of the class. Sometimes I get so excited into what I'm doing, I lose touch with the fact that I'm in Haiti. I'm thinking I'm in Brooklyn somewhere. I apologize, Mr. Stagel. Let's continue. To become. Let's repeat. To become. I became. I've become.
Began.
I'm sorry, we're doing
I become.
Exactly. To become is the verb. The infinitive of the verb, the original form of the verb, the singular form actually. To become. But to say I became.
To become is the verb.
Exactly, Mr. Stagel and the rest of the class.
I became.
I became. And have
become.
exactly, and it goes in the past participle form of that verb. It begins with become, and the past participle form goes back to become, to become the verb. I became, I've become, the past participle form. Are we okay with that, everybody? Okay, should we try to let me hear a sentence from Mr. Stagiel and Mr. Jonesy and the rest of the class. Let me have one example, Mr. Stagiel, Mr. Jonesy, of using the past form or the past participle form of the verb. Mr. Stagiel, you can begin, please.
I hear
A sentence. We need a sentence structure using become, became, become or became. Yeah, a sentence. Form a sentence.
Okay.
Mhm.
Um,
Get ready, Mr. Johnson.
that's like I can say, I came in the class like 10 o'clock today.
Mhm.
I can.
Okay, that's not bad. You came at what time? At what time? So okay. I came to the class. At what time did you?
10.
At 10. That's not bad. I was hoping that you'd use the word become, became, and the past participle for become. I'll give you a chance to thank Mr. Stagiaire. Mr. Jones is going to help us with this sentence using become, became, become, or became. Please. Take your time, Mr. Jonesy. Mr. Stagiaire is listening, and I'm listening. Take your time. One more time.
Okay. I've become but a better person.
I've become. Let's lose the word but. You don't need the but. Start it back again. Do it again.
Okay.
I've-
I've become
Mhm.
a better person day after day.
Okay, Mr. Stagiaire, what do you think of that sentence? I've become a better person day after day. What do you think about this sentence, Mr. Stagiaire?
Say again, sorry. Can you repeat it again, please?
I will. Mr. Johnsy just gave us a sentence. And that
Mhm.
he said, okay, these are his words. A better person day after day. I've become a better person day after day. What do you think of this sentence? What remark, what comment can you make? Hello, Mr. Stagiaire, are you there?
Yeah, so can you repeat it? Yeah, I'm here now, so you have a copy.
Okay, this is the sentence I want you to comment on. I've become a better person day after day. What is your comment on that sentence?
You say, I become.
No. He said, I've become a better person day after day. What is the matter with this sentence? Mr. Stagiaire?
Uh,
Okay.
Second, I.
I've, I apostrophe E.
You
Contraction.
may.
I've become a better person day after
Yeah,
day.
You say the man say, he become
He's become,
after the question.
person says he's become a better person day after day. What do you think of this sentence? I mean, what remark can you make? What comment can you make?
Oh, that's a past tense, right?
Okay.
Say again.
I want to help you out. Let me help you out. The sentence which Mr. John Z just gave us, I've become a better person. That's not a bad sentence. Very well structured to say I have become a better person. But using day after day is ongoing. Day after day is not in its right place in this sentence structure. I've become a better person since depuis Mr. Sir in the Bahamas. I've become a better person. Mr. Stagiel, I apologize, Mr. Stagiel. So many things going through my mind. I've become thank you, Mr. Stagiel.
You're going to say Martin too, Martin. If it's easy for you, that's fine.
Oh, Martin.
M-A-R-T-I.
Thank you, Mr. Martin. Thank you.
Yeah, Martin, yeah.
I've become, to get back,
Yeah, I think it's easy for you.
it's very easy for me. Thank you, Mr. Martin.
It's not difficult.
I've become a better person since I met so and so. For an example, I've become a better person since I start going to English classes, or I start going to English class. I've become a better person since I found God. I don't know, Mr. Stagiel, am I going, Mr. Martin? I'm not going too quickly for you, please, because I want to connect with you. So adding day after day, you don't need that. You need something else. I've become a better person since I finished school. Mr. Stagiel, are you okay? Mr. Martin.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm listening.
Okay. Am I still going too quickly for you, or should I slow it down some more?
Okay.
Okay. Let's continue. Can we continue?
Se courber.
To bend.
To bend.
I bent.
I bent.
I have bent.
I have bent.
To bend. Excuse me. To bend. I bent. I have bent. Spell bent for me.
Bent.
Yeah. Spell it.
Spell B-E-N-T.
Very good pronunciation, except the G and the G.
Which your bed?
To bend means to deform something. Okay, one context or one way to use the word bend. It's not B-E-N, it's B-E-N-T. Check that for me. Verify that for me. B-E-N-T, right? B-E-N-T. To bend. B-E-N-T. The progressive form is bending. Yeah, bending. I'm bending this thing. Okay?
B-E-N-T-I-N-G.
No, not double T, one T. B-E-N-T-I-N-G. Bending something is like taking Mr. Joe's glasses and deforming this arm. Okay? Bending, to bend, bending, I bent, I've bent. B-E-N-T, past form. B-E-N-T, the past participle form. Mr. Martin, are we okay? Please.
Yeah, I'm listening.
The verb
okay,
bend.
that's all right, I'm listening.
Okay, the verb bend, anything that you could take in your two hands, within your two hands, and make it change the form of it, you bend it. You bent it. Okay? And yeah, you deform whatever it is. You bend it. But to deform it is to say if it was vertical, you might turn it into something that is a half circle or something. You could turn something vertical and make it still half of it could be vertical, the other half be horizontal. So I think what do you think about that, Mr. Martin? Do you need more explanation for that? Or as when you're bending or bent? Are we okay?
Yeah, so I mean,
My first name is Wagnell. My name is Wagnell Laurent. My last
I know I don't. Okay, I don't know. Yeah, so let me tell you that I mean you and a brother, I mean Woodbed, the flag. I don't know if they been United States or somewhere. And the people speak English already, so they good. So only one thing I have, I told Mr. Woodbed that, so I can test that if I mean, the first time, I mean, the beginning, I tell them, I want to take a class on the Zoom.
exactly.
So, so sometimes you talk now, so I can't listen because you got a part when you're talking, in the Zoom will be better at that.
Right. I think
I'm trying to fix that up for you. Don't worry.
Teacher Joe promises that he's going to work on
The
that.
Zoom platform, yeah.
Yeah, that we can work on the
It's
Zoom
very
platform.
okay by Tuesday.
But already, so, so listen, Mr. Robert, so if for the month is going like that, I mean, the second month,
Tuesday.
I can't take the class no more.
He says, Teacher
You
Joe,
need to do that. You need to do that now. You know, do that.
if you need for
You need to
continue,
do that now because next month, yeah, next month, so I don't think I did that like that. So if you want to Zoom, so no problem.
yeah, Mr.
I
Joe
want to
promises.
Zoom.
Well, he promises that by Tuesday, the latest, by Tuesday,
The Zoom
latest, we'll have the Zoom platform
okay.
and we'll be at 100% whereby we can function within the Zoom platform. He's
Yeah,
apologizing.
you could, yeah, you could see my face, so that's a video conference, so that's better than that.
I agree.
I mean,
I speak to my students. But in this case, well, we understand. We'll try to
yeah,
better the situation next week by Tuesday.
yeah, that's what happened. I have plenty friends. I have plenty friends that they want to come in the class. They say this country, I mean the internet don't go, sometimes they don't have no light. So that's why, so only me come.
I'll tell you what, we're trying our best to better this communication problem.
Yeah, it's good.
And our net is good as we speak. It's just
And we have power.
and we have power now. Is the Zoom platform. Teacher Joe says is getting a
A
technician.
technician has already fixing up the Zoom platform.
Okay.
We have it on the laptop now. We have to
Okay.
launch
Okay.
the classes on.
Okay. Well, at least we could wait. We could hope for it by Tuesday, Mr. Martin. Me, I'm hoping for the same thing because I want to see the students.
Yes.
I want to see you guys while I speak to you, and because that's what I'm good at.
Yeah.
I'm good at, I'm a people's kind of person. I love conversating. I was never good at math. My older brother, he was good at math, accounting. For me, my thing was always literature, reading, conversating, and speaking to people. And maybe that's why I'm teaching right now. But anyway, I'm from New York, Mr. Martin. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. I grew up in New York. I left Haiti when I was 11, and I've just gotten back 18 years. And as I came back to Haiti, 1 month, 2 months later, I'm in the classroom. So I've been here the whole time in Haiti. I've been teaching, and up until now, I'm like, I try to rest or retire, but Teacher Joe came and found me. I'm like, man, Lohan, you got to come and help me out with the school. Mr. Martin, I'm glad to be here with you.
And we've known each other for about 10 years.
And we've known each other for so many years. I'm not even going to say.
Sure.
Me and Teacher Joe, I love working. I love my job. And I don't even speak French. I speak good English. And I've never tried to learn French because I'm so comfortable when I speak English. And I love helping people to speak better because being from New York, I've traveled all over the world. And that's why I love communicating with people. And I can't wait to work with you some more, Mr. Martin. Please give us a chance to fix the net for you, whereby we can really.
The Zoom platform. That's
Yeah, well, wait till we get the Zoom platform.
I want that. I want to fix it because I want it because I want to learn.
But we clearly see you on Facebook Messenger as well as on the platform. Where are you? Let me see your face.
Maybe
You see my face?
Yeah, let me see you.
the left.
Where you at?
I'm here. You see my face? I don't see my face.
No.
You don't want to show your face, right?
Okay.
Maybe it's the position of the
Oh,
camera.
my face was there. I don't know.
Yeah, but can you see us? Can you see us?
The camera's facing downwards. That's because we can't see your face. It's
You see
facing
the guys
downwards.
on my foot?
Okay, now
You see the guys on my foot?
I see the foot. I see a table with a pink cup on it. There's a small table with a pink cup on it.
Yeah, I'm in front.
Yeah, and you got some hairy legs
that's-
too, man.
Yeah, he broke his right.
Yeah.
His right foot.
But
the other
Mr.
day.
Martin,
At his work. He broke
Okay.
his
great, that's not bad. But Mr. Martin, you got some hairy legs too, man. What's going on with that?
Yeah, hairy legs.
Mr. Martin, you need to shave them legs, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
This guy
it's the position.
has
You don't set the camera on your face. We're looking at your feet. We're looking at your mirror, the
Hairy
table,
legs, you know?
and everything. We see your feet, but we don't see your face. We need your voice
I
more
don't
than your
know. I don't
face.
know what that.
Oh, you got a board home. We are looking
Let
at
me
your
check
board.
this.
You got a board at home. We are looking at your board right now.
Yeah,
You got a whiteboard.
some markings on it.
Yeah.
Too much hair.
So you're a teacher too. You got board at home, right? This is great. Okay, let's continue repeating the verb.
Okay, let's go back to work, Mr. Martin.
Okay, give me a second, please. Give me.
So, like we were saying, Mr. Johnsy, saying I've become, when you use the sentence I've become or the structure I've become, basically you have to say sense. You could use the word sense in it too. I've become, example, I've become more mature. I've become more mature since I left New York.
What do you want to become? A teacher, a rapper, racketeer, or
Okay.
racketeer?
Okay. Can you see my face? Can you see my face now?
Okay, now
Okay.
fine.
Can you see my face now?
Oh yeah. Let me check. Yeah, you got a big time rich man face. Yeah.
I tell you.
That's a rich man's face. Looking at your rich.
This guy say you're a rich guy, looking at your how big your face is, looking at
Your chest.
you look like somebody that's very big in structure. You're not small or skinny like me in structure. I have to wear the suit jacket so I can look like something.
All right, let's keep repeating and try to build sentences with each and every verb.
It's called kick the bobo, you guys, these things.
Commencer.
Come on,
Okay, back to this verb. Yeah.
To begin.
To begin.
I
Begin.
have begun.
Have begun.
Parier.
To bet. I bet.
What do you think about the word to bet? What do you know about this word to bet? Mr. Martin, Mr. John Z, the rest of the class?
Yes, sir.
To bet. It says right?
Bet.
People bet on. I'm trying to give you guys some explanation on it. In competition, any competition, people bet. People bet the competition or who will lose the competition. I will bet you, okay, to say, I will bet you that on the next game, Barcelona is gonna win. Or I bet you on the next fight between this boxer and that boxer, I'll bet you $10. I bet you $10 that this boxer is going to win. On the next soccer game, let's say, people bet on sports games. People bet money on car races. Okay, on car races. People bet money. People even bet their wives. You know, I hope you don't do that, Mr. Man. Don't bet your wife, okay? Because you may lose her. I'm not betting my wife. No. I don't care how much money you got. I'm not betting my wife, man. I'm not betting my wife. I'm not betting my car either. I bet you $10. I bet you $10 Haitian. I bet you $10 Haitian dollars. I lose $10. I'm not losing my wife. I'm not losing my car. I'm sorry. To bet, Mr. Martin, I'm making a joke out of it because I want you to have fun. Have fun while you learn. That is the idea. To bet. To bet, to say, I'll give you that. If this happens, you will give me this, or I will give you that. Mr. Martin, how do you feel about the verb bet? How do you feel about that? Mr. Johnson?
Yeah, yeah. So I know I know bet is I know that that's like you, man. That's like the game like some Barcelona
Exactly.
and Real Madrid.
Exactly.
I did with
Okay.
couple $100. So
So
then,
you've lost money. You've lost money betting on a game. Have you lost money betting on a game?
I used to I, I used to.
But you know you don't do that anymore.
No, I used to.
I'll tell you what. Me, I bet on some bullet, some lotto, you know. Yeah, I bet on some lottery once, twice, or many times I've done it. But when I bet on a particular number or lotto, I never win. So I don't bet on lotto anymore. I don't bet money in the lottery anymore. I don't do that anymore. What about you, Mr. Johnson? Have you ever bet money? Okay, imagine, you like soccer? Yeah, Mr. Johnson, you like soccer, huh? Soccer. You know soccer. Yeah, you like soccer, right? Okay. Have you ever bet? Listen to the question, Mr. Martin. Have you ever bet? Have you bet money on a soccer game recently? You understand the word recently, Mr. Martin? Yeah, recently. Recently. Perfect, Mr. Johnson. Have you bet, Mr. Johnson? Have you bet on a game? Okay, let me look. I want to be more specific. Have you bet on a soccer game recently? Okay. Not in soccer. Okay, Mr. Martin, Mr. John Z, your classmate says he's bet money, or he has bet money on. Did you say you have it bet money? Okay. Mr. Johnson says he's bet money or he has bet money on the lottery, but not on a soccer game. He doesn't. He hasn't bet any money on a soccer game recently. He hasn't done that. What about you? You stopped betting money, you say, right? Mr. Martin.
Yeah, yeah, I used to bet the money in the game like I'm a Real Madrid. I like Real Madrid.
Oh,
so when Real
okay.
Madrid play with the Barcelona, I used to bet the money.
But you don't. You stop that.
Barcelona.
You stop that, right? You stop doing that, right?
Yeah, I started to that. I started
Yeah,
to
me
that
too.
because I don't have the time to bet like that.
Yeah, me too. I stopped betting money on the lottery.
I don't have
I never win. I've stopped betting. I've yeah, Paris Saint-Germain. You've lost money on Paris Saint-Germain. Let's continue, Mr. Man. Let's continue.
I go to the
Secours, mais
Mr. Loman, I go to that you lose money or you lost some money. You lose money or you lost some money.
No. Well, to generally, you say you lose money. Saint-Jean, tout à l'heure, s'il vous plaît.
Okay, lose money.
To say you lose money is to say generally, normally, regularly. To say I lose money. But to say you lost, that's something that happened in the past, in the near past, or in the far past. Say you lost. Exactly. Lost, L-O-S-T, is the past form of the verb lose, Mr. Martin. So you want to lose, you want to use the word, you want to use the verb, the form of the verb lose to say generally, regularly, that's what happens. For example, you lose money when you buy something. You lose money when you buy a product or something or anything that is of low quality, or you spend on it, and because of its inferior quality, it's not going to last. To say it's not going to last, what you bought is not going to, because it's to say it's not going to endure, or it's not going to last you a long time. For it to last you a year, it may last you 3 months. Okay, so to use the word lose, the form lose, is to say generally, regularly, normally. But to say loss, that's something that happened in the past. Mr. Martin, yes? I'm listening.
Okay. All right. Okay. When you put use loss.
Loss,
Use a loss.
when the action happened. Thank you, Mr. Martin, for your question. The response or the answer is you use the word loss. The past form of the verb lose is lost. You use it to say the action happened in the past and that the action finished. For example, I lost. John, give me a second. Give me a second. Listen to this. This is a true story now. I'm telling you guys. I lost $600 after the earthquake in Haiti. Yeah, the earthquake. Earthquake. Mr. Mon, are you there? Earthquake, yeah. I lost, okay.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay,
Yeah.
listen. 3 days, the earthquake, Mr. Martin, in Haiti, we're talking about the past now, right? The past, okay. 3 days after the earthquake, I lost the only $600 I had. I lost it. That was terrible. There was no money transfers from the US. There was no more cash. Nothing. I lost my only. You see, the action happened in the past. The action finished in the past. I lost my only $600 after the earthquake. Could you imagine how crazy that was? This is how you use it. You use the past form of the verb lose, lost, to say the action happened in the past and finished in the past. It did not continue to the present.
Okay.
And there are some very positive people, motivated learners like you that are watching us from the comfort of their home. We
Exactly.
have Jean-Michel, Mark and Sonsilo. Mark and Sonsilo watching us from Tabal. Jean-Michel, where are you watching us from? You can call. You can also call to interact. Okay, my assistant, Ms. Valo, so she can tell you what to do to interact. Okay, you can interact. You can say your opinion. You can build sentences. All right.
Please, NRE, speak to us.
Yeah, we're ready to help you. We're going to continue helping you. Johnson from all the way in Arcaye is sharing the Facebook as well as the YouTube likes to a lot of people. Yeah, that's a big time person in Arcaye. He took part in one of our seminars the past years, and ever since then he stays connected, and he always share our Facebook lives, our YouTube lives to so many people. Continue repeating and continue trying to build
Sentences.
sentences. Practice makes perfect.
Right.
Some people say practice makes excellent.
What happened?
There's no charge, but I can fix that up.
Plug it up.
Yeah.
We're gonna continue. Where were we, Mr. Jonesy? Where were we?
Well,
Where were we?
we.
Yeah. I mean, the lesson. Where were we?
The last verb we studied. What was
What's
it?
the last verb?
Well, we.
Lost, lose. Lose, lost.
We arrived to.
We arrived.
Try to.
We arrived is still French.
It's still French.
Volume, yeah. Because a person that speaks English will not use the arrive at something they were doing. We've reached.
We've reached.
Or we reached.
We reached
To
to
bend.
become.
I bent.
Uh-huh.
I have bent.
Lire. Un prix.
Offrir un prix.
To bid.
To bid.
I bid.
I bid.
I have bid.
I bid.
BT, right?
B-I-D. Bid.
Oh, to bid. Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, it's like when you offer.
Yeah, no, I understand the word. The volume, maybe the volume is a little bit too low. Give me a little bit more, please. A little bit more volume.
I have a charge problem.
Oh, the charge. Oh, okay. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay. To bid. To bid. Do you see it? Do you find it on your list? See there? Are you guys there? Please interact. Don't be afraid. Don't be. To bid, Mr. Martin.
Shy.
No, I was saying that don't be shy, speak up, don't be afraid to comment,
No, I'm not. I'm not. A little shy.
To bid.
No.
Do you understand the word bid in class? Online and
To
direct?
bid.
To bid, yeah, B-I-D. To bid.
Yeah. Okay. That's the B. That's B-E-T or B-I-T.
No. We concluded with B-E-T to bet. I was saying that I don't bet money on lottery anymore because I lost so much money. We finished that part.
Okay.
Now the word is bid. Bid.
Okay.
Bid. B-I-D.
Yeah, bid.
Do you understand the word bid, Mr.
Yeah.
Jonesy?
It's mean.
It means stop. I'm sorry. Do you understand the word bid? It's mean. No, never it's mean. It's is to start an affirmative sentence. You say it means. Now we're talking.
It means.
And quotation mark. It means da 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 da. But it's mean da 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 da. No. It. Bid. Mean. What's the meaning of bid?
It means fulfillment.
Not bad. What about you, Mr. Martin? What's bid? What does it mean to you? I mean, what do you think it means? Hello, Mr. Martin. The meaning of the word bid. Make a sentence. Make a sentence using bid. Mr. Martin, I'm waiting on you.
And Johnny, John Z, get ready.
Yes.
Yes. You write your sentence.
I don't get.
It could be more than one, two,
I don't
three
get
sentences. Okay.
I'm listening. We're listening, Mr. Stadia.
You say something here, but here I don't hear too good.
Okay, bid.
You say something I don't hear too good.
Okay, the word bid.
Can you repeat again?
Exactly, the word bid. Could you form a sentence, affirmative or negative?
Bid.
Yeah, form a sentence using bid. Form a sentence using bid for us, please.
Okay, just like you say, I bid you. I bid you, so like real or where?
Okay. Okay. Thank you, people. Thank. What is the difference between betting and bidding?
Okay.
Betting, B-E-T-T-I-N-G, and bidding, B-I-T-T-I-N-G. What is the difference? What do you think? I mean, what can you tell me about it? Mr. John T, you can begin if you wish.
I think bidding is a gift.
Bidding is a what?
It's a gift. Something you want to provide to someone.
You want to give to someone?
Someone.
You hear that, Mr. Martin? Mr. John Z, our classmate, says that he thinks, Mr. Johnson says he thinks that bidding is something that you give to someone as a gift.
Gift.
What about you, Mr. Martin, Mr. Sadler?
Or you say look which are different like give or bid?
No, not gift. Bid, B-I-D, and bet. Bet, to bet and to bid.
Right.
Right. To bid
Oh.
and to bet.
It's a gift. It's a gift, right?
Look up the word bid. I want you to do it. I want you guys to do it. The word bid, B-I-D. The word bid is almost similar. It's similar to bet. When you bid on something, go to the net right now. Do me a favor, somebody go to the net right now. Look up the word bid. Yeah, go to the net right now.
Yeah, if you write on Google simple sentences for the
Exactly.
verb bid, you can see a couple of sentences.
Please go to Google. Please go to Google, find out the word bid. Okay, and we'll compare bid with bet, and I'm almost sure you'll find that bidding and betting, they're almost the same, if not the same. Because when you bid on something, you bet money on it. When you bid on something, you putting for some time or for something. Okay, when you bid, you're not like money on. When you're bidding, I'm sorry, Mr. Stachel, Mr. Jonesy found the meaning on Google. It's to say that at an auction where people are at an auction, in the U.S. I know there are car auctions. For example, I went to an auction in a place called Delaware. When I went to the auction, I'm from New York. I'm from Brooklyn, New York, Brooklyn, Manhattan, Bronx. But when I went to Delaware, I wanted to buy a car. I wanted to buy my first car. I was.
Sorry.
Are you okay?
You talking? I'm talking to my little boy here.
Okay, I apologize. I thought he was
Yeah, I'm
sleeping.
talking to my little boy. Sorry.
You know, when I was 16, I was in Brooklyn. I wanted my first car. I wanted to buy my first car. And a friend told me, look, Laurent, go to Delaware, go to an auction. You'll buy it very cheap. And at 16 years old in New York, I didn't have a lot of money. You know, and so I go to Delaware. I got on a train and I went to Delaware. When I went there, I went to the auction. When I went there, every time I see a car, they come out with a car, like, okay, we'll begin the bidding dollars. Okay, who's gonna give 510? Who's gonna give 550? Okay, first person, second person. And a person raises the hand, they say, okay, 550, 550, 550, 550, going once, going twice. So bidding, I learned the word bidding, going auction, like Mr. Jones just said. So bidding is to say you put money or you offer money on a particular or item. Do you understand the word item, everybody? Everybody okay with the word item? Item means article, like this is an item, this is an item, this is, you know, items. But it's I-T-E-M, E-M, item. Okay?
When you get the let's say attrition.
Yeah, bro, exactly. You know, to say you bet money on a soccer game, you bet money on a basketball game to say who's gonna win, who's gonna lose. But when you bid to buy something. You see? So bidding, the difference between bidding and betting, because when you bet, you lose. Totally. You lose what you bet. But in bidding, you don't lose your money if you don't buy. For example, if they're selling this marker, this black marker, if they're selling it for $2, and they say, okay, who wants to give $2.50? John Z raises his hand and says, I'm gonna give $2.50 for this marker. And me, I really want this marker. I need this marker. You know, I'm willing to pay $3 for this marker. Okay? And I'm like, okay, I raise my hand. When I raise my hand after John Z bid $2.50, I raise my hand to bid more money than John Z so I can get the marker. So John Z bid $2.50, I bid $3. I can get the marker. So now, when John Z doesn't want to pay $3, no one else in the auction or at the auction doesn't want to pay the $3 for the marker. And the person says, okay, $3 to Wagner, $3 to Laurent, going once. And then I win the marker. I buy the marker with my $3. But John Z, because he offered, because he bid $2.50, he doesn't lose. He lost the bid, but he doesn't lose his money. Everybody okay? Is everyone okay? Hello, Mr. Martin. Everyone else online?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
I'm listening.
So when you bid, you lose the
So
bid.
then I really live. I really.
What time is it right now? What time is it right now?
Really?
12.
Oh, 11:30?
I live at 12.
Okay, leave it. No, let's go a little quicker right now. Let's item to say something. When you bid on an item, if you lose, listen well. When you bid on an item, if you lose the bidding, I want you to learn the language. If you bid on something and you lose the bidding, when you lose the bidding, you don't lose your money. I want you to learn the difference between betting and bidding. if we're bidding on the same thing, we're bidding on the same thing, we're bidding on this mouse, and my bid wins the mouse, because John Z or because you, Mr. Martin, bid less than me, it doesn't mean you lose your money. You lose the bid. You're not gonna buy the mouse. I'm gonna buy the mouse because I bid more money than you. But you don't lose your money, Mr. Martin, because you bid less than me. No. Are we okay, Mr. Martin? Hello?
Yeah, I get that, I understand that.
Thank you. Let's continue. Mr. John, you good?
Yeah, I'm here.
Next word.
Parier.
To bet.
To bet.
I bet.
I bet.
I have bet.
I have bet.
Okay, we just covered that. Okay, let's continue.
Lier. Relier.
To bind. I bound.
I bound.
I have bound.
I have bound.
To bind. I bound. I have bound. So to bind, the infinitive.
Yeah. After can you send it in the WhatsApp for me? I mean the record. Are you recording? Are you recording the class?
Is it me you're addressing, Mr. Martin? You're addressing me?
It's a good idea.
If we're recording,
Yeah. You pass that WhatsApp for me. I mean the record. You pass it now.
good. I think Joe will take care of that. He wants us to say he wants you to please send the
Recording?
yeah.
Sure, we have it on YouTube and
Okay, thank you.
Facebook.
It's on YouTube and it's on Facebook too.
Just click on the link and you'll watch the class again.
Exactly. You'll simply click on the link and you'll get to watch the show again. You get to watch the class again. Are we good?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Are we good?
Okay, thank you.
Welcome, Mr. You're
You
welcome.
can share the video.
And you could share the video too with other friends too, all your other friends too, Mr. Martin, who wants to be part of this, because
The next classes, I would like to have more people from Bahamas.
yeah, because we'd love to have more people from Bahamas. You know what? I visited Nassau. I've been to Nassau before, so you know I'm practically a Bohemian. But we'll get to talk about that the next time. The next time we speak to each other. Mr. Martin, Mr. Martin, I can't wait to have you again. I can't wait to.
You've been nice with me. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I've been to Nassau. I've been to Nassau.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we
How
talk.
long?
I'll tell you what. I'll talk to you about that the next time. The next time I see you in class.
Let's continue repeating first.
Okay, let's continue repeating.
Okay, no problem.
Next time I see you, we'll talk about that.
All right.
Let's continue, please.
Okay, no problem.
Offrir.
Okay,
Inscrit.
good.
To bid. I bid.
I bet.
I have bid.
I have bet.
Okay, we covered that.
Okay, thank you.
Lever. Survenir.
To arise. I arose.
I arose.
I have arisen.
I have arose.
To arise,
I arose.
I arose. I have arisen. Arisen. Arise. Any questions on the verb arise? Any questions from anyone?
I got.
Good. Let's
I'm
continue.
good.
Thank you, Mrs. Stajal. Thank you.
For me.
Mr. Jones, you okay?
I'm okay.
Lier. Relier.
To bind.
Please,
I bound.
please, guys.
I have bound.
Well, maybe that's it.
You were saying something, Mr. Stajal. Any question? You have any questions, Mr. Jones? You sure? Because people work and they don't like their job. They're all bad. Let's verb, please.
Vendre.
To sell. I sold. I have sold.
Any questions? Any questions from anyone?
To sell.
Sell. L.
To
Sell.
sell.
Sell. S-L. Right? Okay. What is it?
To sell.
Spell the word for me. C. You sure it's not S?
S.
S-E? S-E-W?
Yeah.
To sow.
So,
Yeah.
Albert,
To seek. I sought.
Can we
I
pull it
have
back?
sought.
We'll pull it back a little bit. Yeah.
To seek.
No.
I sought.
Chercher.
No, the verb sow. S-E. It's okay.
I sold. I have sold.
Sell.
I sold.
You see?
I have sold.
Pull it back here. Pause it for me.
To sell. I sold.
to sell.
Pause it.
To sell.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sell.
Spell the
I
word sell.
sold.
Sell.
I have sold.
Spell the word. I just want you to spell it.
Okay.
Please.
Sell. S-E-L-L.
Very good.
Thank you. To sell. To sell. I sell. You sell.
Chercher.
But he sells clothes. Okay, let's make a good sentence. I sell education. You sell, but Mr. Joe sells. Third person singular, masculine or feminine. The verb becomes plural.
I sell, you sell, he sells. Mr. Joe sells.
For example, clothes, when I sells clothes, you say such place sells clothes because it's third person, singular, masculine, singular, feminine, or an item that is singular.
That's the same one.
Exactly. It is one thing,
Yeah.
one item. So naturally the verb would be plural. But we sell singular. They sell exactly. Thank you. Let's continue, please. Because
Vendre.
why?
Again, yeah. It's good.
To sell.
To sell.
I sold. I have sold.
Have sold.
Have you sold anything lately,
Sold.
Mr. Jones? Yeah. Have you sold anything? Has anyone sold anything recently? Please connect with us, contact us. You haven't sold anything?
Not for this one.
Not for this time? Why do you say not for this time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not now? Not recently?
Not now. Not recently.
Okay.
Recently.
Not recently.
Because have you sold to say recent past to the present? Have you sold?
So back in the days, why did you sell? In the past, why did you sell?
Have you ever sold cars?
Something you made a deal out of. Yeah.
Yeah, something you made money out of. Have you sold anything in your life?
Clothes.
You sold clothes?
Yeah.
Do me a favor, clothes, clothes that you wear, I want you to pronounce after today, correct this problem for me. Pronounce clothes, clothes, that we wear. Pronounce it that you wear, but not clothes.
Don't make it difficult. Make it simple.
CLOTHES, if you're trying to pronounce it
The way it is
like the way it is spelled, you'll spit on people. You be like,
You'll spit.
person be like, oh man, please,
Gosh,
you don't need to spell it for me anymore. Please stop.
Keep it simple.
Yeah, simplify things. Please, no.
Clothes.
Okay, let's do it like this.
Spelling as
Please, let's do one thing right today. To say close the door, CLOSE, you say close the door, you pronounce CLOSE, close the door, like close, the same way you pronounce what we wear. CLOSE, to say close the door, close your mouth, close the gate, close the drawer. Okay, close the drawer. You pronounce CLOSE the same way you pronounce CLOTHES. Please correct that today. And I think Johnson got that too. Please, let's continue so we can.
What is the difference in the pronunciation?
no.
Nothing.
There's no difference.
No difference. Thank you.
Great.
Next question. I love this guy. This guy is not afraid to ask questions. I love a student like that.
But in terms of meanings
Oh,
and spelling, big differences.
I love a student that asks particularly pertinent
We
questions.
should find when I say,
A student that asks particularly pertinent
we
questions.
should find when I say, Mr. Lord,
Yes.
we still find when I say, I close to you. I close to you. That's the same thing. I close to you.
Okay.
When you say close to
Okay.
close to you, and I say close to you, I'm close to you.
Very nice questions, Mr. Martin. Close to is an expression, okay? Close to is an expression. Close to is a there's an expression for it, but let me respond to your question. Close to means you are now away from where I'm sitting or from where I'm standing. Example, from where I'm sitting speaking to you on the neck, I have this black chair, this other chair close to me on my right, and on my left close to me, I have a Mr. Doris next to me. Close to is an expression, it's not a verb. When something is close to something, when someone or a person, they're not far away from each other. But to say close sound, this is, and you have language CLOSE, but to close the door, the S is transformed into a Z when you say the word. You don't say close the door, you say close the door. Why do you say close the door? Because that's what Americans say. That's English. You say close the door, but you say close to me, close to you. For example, Haiti is close, or what should I use? Cuba is close to Haiti. You know, meaning nearby. Close to means near, NEAR, or nearby. When something or someone is nearby, they are close. Exactly. You know what? My clothes there today. And to say close the door, you pronounce both THES, they are pronounced the same way. But someone sitting near you or nearby where you're sitting, you're not going to pronounce this close to or close by. It's not going to be close by, no. And the person is not sitting close to you. The person is sitting close to you, nearby, not too far. Meaning, if you stick out your hand, you can. We continue, please. Next word.
Can you tell me your name again?
Laurent. Laurent. Laurent.
Okay, lower. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
lower.
Laurent.
Okay, lower. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr.
Well,
Lower.
in the
Mr.
States, they
Lower,
call me Laurent. In the States, they call me. What is it?
Now, I have to go now, so because, you know.
Yeah,
I have
yeah.
something
Okay,
to
you have
do.
other activities.
Today, it wasn't my class, so, you know, so. Yeah.
I'll see you Tuesday, Mr. Stagiel. Hopefully, Mr. Joe will invite me back.
Please, maybe next week, this might be next week, try to be better at that, because.
That's not a problem, Mr. That's not a problem, Mr. Stagiel. Mr. Stagiel, it was nice meeting you. It was nice working with you. I look forward to working with you some more.
Nice to meet you too.
Thank you, Mr. Stagiel. I'm gonna wish you a nice Saturday, nice weekend. Have a good day, Mr. Stagiel. Look to see you again. Look to speak to you again.
Okay, you too. Take care.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right,
You too. We're gonna continue, Mr. John Z.
All right, thank you.
Take care, guys. Take care.
I have sought.
Okay, that's to seek, the verb seek.
Envoyer.
Excuse me.
Chercher.
To seek.
To seek.
I sought.
I sought.
I have sought.
I have sought.
To seek. Your
Envoyer.
Sent.
I have sent.
I have sent.
Everybody comfortable with the word send? Is everyone comfortable with the word send? Please, I love you guys comment. I would love you guys to come back and speak to me. Mr. Johnsy, are you comfortable with the word send? I sent.
Sent.
I've sent. Are you comfortable with that?
Yes. Sent the infinitive.
Exactly. The infinitive of the verb.
Sent the past tense.
Sent.
Sent the past tense. And the past participle.
Give me a sentence. And don't be afraid to make mistakes.
The past participle to.
Yeah, use that. Give me a sentence. Affirmative or negative. Anything, please. Listen.
Listen.
I've sent. You said that you've sent a letter to your who? Your who?
Parents.
Or to your parents recently. Okay. Where are your parents?
That.
I know, I'm just joking.
Yeah.
You know, it go naive. Is everyone comfortable with the verb? Have you sold anything recently? I sold my car recently. I sent for it in New York, couldn't find it in New York. I couldn't find it, so I had to sell it. So
I want to sell.
no, I sold it already. I already sold it. Let's continue, please.
Fixer.
To set this mouse.
To send.
To send.
I sent.
I sent.
I have sent.
I have sent.
Any comment? Mr. Joe, you here? He's not here. Any question on the word send? Sent. You understand? To a job that you want to work at. Sending something.
Send me the message yesterday.
Yeah. But yesterday, it's not gonna. Please.
So when you had sent, it's not. It's finished in the past.
Okay. 1 second. You have the past, simple past. This action started or began in the past and finished in the past. It doesn't continue to the present. That's when you use past form or simple past forms. When you use the present perfect, you say the action. Okay, let me go back. When you use the present perfect, you say the action happened before the present or in the past. And in the present, the possibility still exists that that action that happened in the past can always repeat in the present. Example, 2 years old, this action in the past, and oh my God, I'm about to go play. So when you're eating chicken and rice yesterday, that action finished in the past. It doesn't continue to the present. But when you say, I've eaten chicken, I've eaten at Kentucky Fried Chicken, KFC, I've eaten KFC before the present. I've eaten at KFC many times. It says, I did it already. And today, if I had the right amount of money, well, if we had KFC, lady, I could see the KFC. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm just trying to have fun here. Past says action began in the past and terminated, concluded in the past. But the present perfect to say, what was the verb? I've sent money. I've sent money to I've sent money to Jacmel, to my cousins, many times. When I say I've sent money, it says once or twice in the past. I've done that. And even today, if my cousin needs some money, I will send him some more money. That's how you use the present perfect. To say, I've sent. I've sent. It says the possibility exists still today. To say, I sent, that action finished. Another action like that may repeat, but that action finished. Is everyone okay?
could,
To sow. I sowed. I have sown.
So, I saw.
Or that live in the US or that grew up in the US, or that Italian American, Jewish American, Spanish American, or Puerto Rican American, Haitian. So you don't really want to speak English. No. You don't even need to speak French, you speak Creole. So naturally, but what you really want to do is communicate like Stagel and Martin. Stagel already sounds like a Bohemian. When Stagel speaks English, he sounds like a Bohemian. Speaks English, develop your own particular speech. Okay, but you don't want to, but you don't have to sound like no white man. You don't say thank you. You know how to say get out of here. You know? That's what it's the that's the lesson for today. Do you understand that to set also means to put? Yeah. Alex, you sent someone to get something for you. You sent someone for this bar. To the bar and said, Mr. Jonesy, you could have said, oh, Mr. Jonesy, you want this on the table, or to set this on the ground or on the ground. Put this on the ground. It says the same thing. I want you to understand that. Everyone okay? Set something on something. Set something there, says put it there. Everyone okay with that? I'm hoping.
Yes.
I'm hoping by next week we'll have better interaction with everyone because I'm not able to see enough people on this line, but I know you're there and I'm working with you. Please.
secouer,
Mm.
To shake.
To shake.
Shook.
I husband,
Yeah.
the shock.
Not
I
that.
shock.
That's a different background in the U.S. Like me, you know, I'm Asian. It says shock. No. SHOOK. Look at the spelling. Look at the spelling for me. Spell it for me. SRRRR. I want you to get used to that. Become used to that, okay? Class, I will tell you. The verb is shook. Shook. The O, the double O says shook. Shook.
Shook.
Shaken.
Shaken.
Shook.
Shook.
Shaken.
Shake.
Hands.
That's shaken.
That's where I was. You know, the three words. Yeah. I'm sorry. Give me a second. These words, you know, look up this for me on Google and look up this for me on Google, please. To sew, could. To sew, means like sewing clothes, sewing shirt. They are the same thing. SEWS. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Because the third person singular, for example, if my aunt, you know, my auntie, if my aunt sews clothes, she makes clothes, I'll say, well, my aunt is a sewer. But don't say sow, say sew. Yeah. Everybody, we're on the last the last hour of our class, and I'd like for you to pay attention. What did you find, Mr.
Okay,
Rogers?
so during fasting, we prepare something by making
Mhm.
starches,
Stitches.
stitches
Uh-huh.
with a needle and straight or
Mhm.
a sewing machine.
Exactly. SAB or SEW? What is it, Mr. Jonesy?
SEW.
SEW. Good. To sew, even if it's SEW, you say sew.
So,
Yeah. Okay. But there is another word too called to sew. SOW too. Type SOW. This one is SEW or SAW. But I want you to type on your phone SOW. So when you say so SAW and so SOW, there are two different words. SAW, okay, it's talking about clothes. It's talking about textile, no, putting textile together.
Yeah.
Two pieces of textile, you put them together. Okay, SAW or SEW. But SOW is
Plant seed by scattering it on or in the head. File the pot with compost and sow a thin layer of seed on top.
okay. So SAW has to do with putting together. No, textile, toile, textile. S SEW. Okay, let's take it back. SEW and SAW both have to do with textile, putting two pieces of linen together and making clothes.
Yeah.
That's SEW, SW. But SOW is different. SW deals with agriculture, right, Mr. Johnsy?
Yeah, plant.
Yeah. SOW, Mr. Johnsy, putting seeds in the ground,
Yeah, by
and so it
scattering.
grow to give us food or trees or okay. Um, any comment? Any question? Okay. Any questions? Okay. Mr. Johnsy, you're writing something down. I'm waiting. I'm gonna wait for you.
Okay,
Mhm.
I'm ready.
Okay, you ready? Let's go.
Des moutons.
To
I
share.
shear.
I share it.
Des moutons. Tondre. Des
Yeah,
For
share.
for shearing, to shear. SHER, right? AR.
SHEAR.
Look it up for me, please. You understand the expression look up words? When you look up a word, what can we share? Yeah. Look up at the moment because the lack of Zoom, the Zoom right now. Are you still good? You still there?
Cut the wall. Cut, cut the wall.
I'm sorry. It's the word CUT. If the word is CUT, the first word, it's cut, not that's. I love the way you read. You read very well, very well. Cut the wool off, O double F.
Yes.
Wool. Let's take it one or two words at a time. Cut.
Cut the wool off.
To say to cut the wool is to say I'm coming. Please just be a little patient, Mr. Johnson. Just a little bit patient. Because I want to give you more than what you see.
Okay.
This is the wool. Okay, the wool has. Excuse me. This is the sheep. The sheep. The sheep. And the sheep is covered with wool. The sheep. And the sheep is covered with wool. Cut the wool off. It means separate the sheep from the wool. It means remove the wool. Anybody else following this class?
Wool off.
Yeah, the wool is the hair on the sheep. Like we have this. like humans have this. Well, sheep have wolves. They don't have, their hair is wool.
Break up or cause to break up. Owing to the structural strength.
Go back for me, please.
Structural strength.
Okay, to shear. To shear says basically the first yeah. To shear means to cut from the hair on the wool's body. To shear says to cut the hair off of the body of the sheep. That's basically what it says. But I will tell you something. This vocabulary it's not used a lot or very common to use. But I want you to keep it in your notes that if you hear it used somewhere else, you'll understand to say separate from, cut off from. Please, next word.
secouer,
to shake,
I shook.
Shake, shaking. I shook in the past.
Shook.
Yeah.
I shake.
Yeah. Are you comfortable with that word?
Yes.
I shed, I have shed,
I'm comfortable.
verser des larmes,
to shed,
To shed.
I shed,
I shed.
I have shed,
I have shed.
Shed blood. Okay, to shed blood. To shed blood is to say what? To shed
Shed
blood.
blood.
Yeah, I think somebody in there. But somebody inside, they knock first. They wait. Come on. To shed blood says that the person, shedding says the person caused that to happen. Okay? Shed blood. Okay?
That's an expression.
Exactly. I wanted to share it with you. You know, like for example, to shed blood says that you did something that you were not supposed to do. To shed blood says you did something that's not allowed, that is not permitted. We say to shed blood. When we say to shed blood, a person sheds, one person sheds. When a person sheds blood, it says they did something that they were not supposed to do. So shedding blood is forbidden. Shedding blood is forbidden for God. If it's not how do you call it? Self-defense. It's not self-defense to shed blood. I just wanted to shed you. Okay? To shed blood. Oh, people shed tears too. To shed tears. 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 Good flow. When a person is crying. To shed when a person is crying. To shed blood or to shed tears. Tupac has a song, shed so many tears. Oh, you don't know that song? With you. Look, man, I love rap, man. I love rap. I give you so much music. You know what? I have so much music here. I'm waiting to have an audio class. I can't wait to have an audio class. You know, there's so much music here. Let me show you. Shed so many tears. We're talking about the verb shedding. But to just hear shedding, hold on, I'm looking forward to. I'll find it. Let me look for it. Okay, not now, man. Big Paul. Okay, see you soon. Okay, Tupac. Hold up, hold up. Tupac. Shed. I know my music. I know my music. Am I right? Or am I right? Shed Tear says, am I right? Or tears says they cry. When people shed, it means they did something that they were not supposed to. Most times when people use what they're supposed to do, but shed tears say bad that they had to cry. Shed tears. To shed blood, to shed tears. Okay? Now use the word shed to say fair say. To say not allowed. To say not allowed. And a lot of times when they use it says something that is forbidden to do. To kill people. So use the word shed. Okay? With the blood. But shed tears says that man cried so much. There's crying, but there's crying so much. Oh, so month, 4 5 years crying because of problems. They use these things.
Can I say, yeah, I shed blood
In comics, explain it to me. I just want to understand the context.
okay. Sometimes, okay. If I want to be able to practice something,
Right.
okay. I think I shed blood to seriously the
They don't use it in that context.
okay.
Nice question. Why? Because you're asking a question that you don't want to make the mistake doing.
Yeah.
But the answer is no, they don't use it in that context. What I see people use a lot of words or a lot of expressions in their own ways. For example, in Haiti they do that. For sexy sound. And when people say sexy in Haiti, they mean the person is slim or skinny. But sexy means nice. Nice shape, nice body, beautiful, attractive, Girl or woman is sexy. Why? She's attractive, 30 bucks. We didn't take a break. We didn't take any break. So we could stop in 10 minutes. I'm thirsty. This is how I work, Mr. John Z. I like having fun when I work. I don't work like this. Some people when they work.
To shear.
Right.
I sheared. I have shorn. Shown. I've shown.
Nice. To shine.
Shine forward.
Hold on. Let's take it back.
Briller.
To shine.
To shine.
I shone.
I shone.
I have shed.
I have shined.
You comfortable with that? To shine.
Not good.
Okay, what shines? Give me examples of things that shine.
Shine.
Yeah. Finish it. Don't be afraid of mistakes. Let it out. Like it. Give me examples. Give me topics of things or objects that shine.
This one.
3 examples of objects or things, excuse me, or things that shine.
The stars shine.
What?
Stars.
Yeah, the stars shine.
The,
What else?
light,
I'm
the
sorry?
light,
I'm sorry?
The light.
Light. Light.
Light.
People in Haiti, familiar with, or to say THE before anything. When you put THE before any word or anything, you not think that I help people correct that. Okay? The stars, yeah, the stars shine.
The sun.
The what?
Sun.
Spell it for me. Spell it for me.
S-O-O-N.
S-O-O-N? No, S-U-N. So there.
No.
S-U.
S-U.
Please, take a small note for me. S-U. S-U. S-O-O-N is bientôt, soon.
Soon.
S-O-O-N is soon.
S-U-N.
S-U-N is the big sun that gives us energy. The sun. Yes. The other people online, that we could view one another, we could interact, but nevertheless, I know you're there, and I'm working in that mind view, or that I know that you guys are there, and so I try to not go too quickly for you guys, and I know you guys may have questions too. It's just this, since by Tuesday we'll be able to interact and have more fun than we have.
To shear, I shear. I have shorn.
briller,
Shown.
verser des larmes,
To shed,
Shed.
I shed.
Have shed.
I have shed.
tirer,
To shoot,
I shot.
I shot. I have shot.
Any question on this word? I'm sorry.
Video.
What is it? What is it? Tell me. Share with me.
Let's see, show you.
No, let me show you.
Wait.
Pardon me. Pass me this phone, Doris. Pass me the phone. Pass my phone, please. Okay. I wanna give you I wanna say 2 things. To shoot, it may be with a gun or pistol. To say a gun, G-U-N, is to say a pistol, P-I-S-T-O-L. To say a pistol or to say a gun is to say a firearm. Firearm. Okay. To say to shoot, it could mean with a firearm. To say to shoot and kill, it could be with a firearm. Well, it has to be with a firearm. But, excuse me, a slight cold. People shoot a basketball in the basket too. People shoot people with pistols, with firearms, with guns. you shoot people with a pistol or with a gun or with a firearm, you may kill that person. But shooting a ball in a basket, that's not harmful at all. Except the other team may lose the game. You know, because you shot more balls in a basket than that team. People, because you shot more balls in a basket than that team. People shoot in in taking pictures. Okay, in taking pictures. Okay, you say shoot. You know, people think that you say shoot.
Shooting.
Yeah, you shoot a picture. Exactly. It is used in making movies too. The word shoot is used in movies, in making movies too. People say, I'm shooting a movie. Shooting, you see, so the word shoot, you use it to say shooting a movie. Well, shooting a person or shooting, I don't know. Well, people go hunting too. Yeah, hunting. Go hunting. HUN. Yeah. The verb is to hunt. To hunt and see. To hunt. And you say hunting or hunting. HUNTING. La chasse. Chasser. To hunt. Hunting. Hunting. Okay? To hunt. Hunting. So people shoot animals when they hunt. People shoot a basketball in the basket. People shoot a movie. Yeah. People say that. Look, I'm shooting a movie there. Oh, there's a movie being shot over there. Oh, they're shooting a movie over there. Shooting an animal, shooting a basketball in a basket. We have talking about shooting a person.
Have sought.
To see.
tirer,
To shoot.
To shoot.
I shot.
I shot.
I have shot.
I have shot.
We covered that. You guys comfortable with the word shrink? I hope you are. Those online, even though I don't hear from you guys, but I know you're there. To shrink. Anybody, you comfortable with that word, Mr. Jonesy? You comfortable with the verb to shrink? A little bit. Most times people will correct you. They're not gonna say, "Oh, Mr. Jonesy, let me correct what you said." No, they're not gonna say that. You say what you think is right. I say, This a little.
bit.
Okay.
When you are mainly
To shrink.
and you become a shoot guy.
Not bad. To shrink says to reduce the size or reduce in size. Reduce in quantity. If it was 12, you reduced it to 6. You were heavy set, you were 200 pounds, and now you shrank. You were 200 pounds, man. You were fat, and now you shrank to 130, 140. Now you shrink. You're too small now. But shrinking says reduced in size, reduced in quantity. Quantity. We'll take care of that together. We'll cover it a lot. I'm really hoping that I didn't go too quickly for you guys. I'm really hoping that you guys had fun. because I had a lot of fun working with you guys, especially my friends online. I cannot wait till next week till we have the Zoom. Then we're able to function on and online and our other friends too. But please pray for us that by next week, Tuesday, that our line is good. Okay, we're working on Zoom, and then Mr. Johnson will speak more. Next week and ask more questions. But to see next week. I can't wait till next week, and I think you guys are great, and I think we're gonna close it down from here. If you guys have any questions, any comments, bring me, please. Teacher Joe will go with friends for so long, over 10 years. And I'm glad to be working with Teacher Joe and help him out, to get things together. Because he progresses, I progress. And it's one hand washes the other. Men are all men. And we like that. We like to help each other out. And I wish you guys a very nice weekend, very nice Saturday. Thank you. Parce que M. John dit, il a avancé dans le niveau et pas capable. Il n'est pas placement pour capable. Parce que c'est le niveau avant. Mais pendant que placement pour M. Péry, ça va placement c'est pour nous. C'est le même de notre génération. Et nous besoin parce que l'autre jour il a dit l'autre jour il a dit c'est comme si l'autre jour il a dit c'est pas il a bon vite oh pour que ça va pas coûter dépasser moi-même personnellement je vais parler avec M. Pour qui va être particulier va mettre ensemble parce que tout pas bon pour les grosses livres ça grosses livres ça et tout bagage qui va côté faut faire de bouche il faut parler plus moi c'est son bagage conversation pour le faire non sérieux ok speak to Chicho Joe team Chicho Joe est-ce que tu as mis ton bagage ensemble pour moi monsieur le homme Michel fichier d'abord le bagage à la non ouais Christo prosecution pas prosecution pas préféré ouais
Prévaler.
mais non pas mais comme ce que vous voulez mais même pour aller Christo vous êtes avoir plus vous êtes non c'est Mr. John yeah besoin pas de plus